Hello and welcome to Film Physicality. In this video, I'll just be talking about my second movie for my 13 Days of Horror for Halloween. Let's get to it. And so the second movie I watched is Night of the Living Dead, and I have this nice Criterion collection 4K. It's a nice 4K. I think it looks very, very good. Of course, it's Criterion, so of course the quality is going to be good. It has very nice art on the outside, and also very nice artwork on the inside as well. I also like the disc art with the big Night of the Living Dead right on them. Looks pretty cool. And then it brings a poster, and it's a pretty nice poster. It has info about the movie on one side, and then pretty good art on the other. But the movie, of course, is a zombie horror movie directed by George A. Romero, who also directed movies like Dawn of the Dead and Creepshow. This was an indie production with about $100,000 for a budget, and then it made over 30 million, which is just crazy. That means it made 300 times its budget. It just seems crazy to me. And so the movie is about a group of survivors who barricade themselves in an old farmhouse to remain safe from a horde of flesh-eating ghouls that are ravaging the northeast portion of the United States. And so before I say anything else, I know how important this movie is to the genre. While it is not the first zombie movie, it's the movie that pretty much shaped zombies into what we know as zombies today. And then of course it inspired countless other zombie films after that. Romero also did some things that hadn't been done before, and I'm not just talking like the zombies and the gore and the violence, but he also added some social commentary that was pertinent to the genre or within the genre, which I don't think I'll say anything else about that since some people might consider it spoilers. Now for my thoughts on the movie, and yeah, so the movie to me kind of feels dated, which of course the movie is from the 60s, it's from 1968, so it's a low budget movie from the 60s, so of course it's bound to feel dated. But I don't know, if you compare them to other films from that same year, like say Rosemary's Baby, for example, that movie is a movie that's just, it's so good and it's comparable to movies today. You see it and it feels like a modern horror. But yeah, even though that brings the movie down a bit for me, dated is not necessarily a bad thing, because of course it also has that charm that older movies have. Like, I don't know what it is with older movies, but they kind of have a way to kind of entrance you, if that makes any sense. It does have good makeup work, but if you're used to seeing horror, don't expect to be scared by this one. I mean, I think even if you've never seen a horror before, you probably won't get scared by this one. So I guess we can consider this one a good beginner horror, since I hear that people look for that. So yeah, here's a good recommendation for beginner horror. My main issue with the movie, though, is just that it's mostly boring, especially around the middle. Like, the beginning and the end are pretty enjoyable, but nothing is really happening in between. And then when things do happen, the action or the tense scenes just feel very silent. That's really part of my main issue, I think, and what probably makes it boring for me. Like, scenes that you see are intended to be tense, you just don't feel the tension. Like, there's like barely, if anything, there's people like the other people around the house screaming, or even if the zombie is attacking a person, neither the zombie or the person are making a lot of noise. I don't know. It might be just too hard to explain, but it just feels very silent to me. And I don't know, maybe I'm not used to older movies. Maybe I need to get more into movies from before the 60s. Maybe they were all like this and I'll get used to it, and maybe then if I revisit this one afterwards, maybe I'll like it more. And without spoilers, the movie does have a pretty harsh ending, which kind of surprised me, and it did make the movie a bit better for me. But yeah, basically, all in all, the movie didn't really do that much for me. But yeah, that doesn't mean that I don't appreciate the art behind it and the importance of the film. Because yeah, you can not like something, and that doesn't mean I didn't like it. I liked it. But you can not like something, but still appreciate that you know it's good, but it's just that you don't like it. And you see why other people do like it. And yeah, that's it for my review. I gave it a 3 out of 5 on Letterboxd. But yeah, let me know what you think of the movie. It seems like everyone seems to like this one. And yeah, tell me how crazy I am for saying some of the things that I said. And remember, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a like, a thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel. I still got 11 more movies to review. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.